And we are live. Welcome to Friday night. Welcome to Night Lines Live on Catfish and Crappie. And we got the usual suspects here. But we got people in chat, which I adore everybody in chat. All right, how you doing, fellas?
I was good until Dockery took that sign out of his face.
Yeah, well, here we go. Consider this maybe. Why do I feel like this could be Bait Shop 2.0 for the week?
Listen, I think we should have a running bet of who slips up first.
I don't know about that.
No, because there's liable to be a lot of. I should give them the finger. I should say other words. Remember, boys, we are live.
We are live. You know, I'm going to make a lot of money by selling StreamYard like a middle finger like blurring function, so it tells when you have it. And it just blurs it out. I think we can do that. Anyways, let's say hello to our guests, gentlemen. All right, let's see who we got in chat. Looks like we got 21 people in chat already. I saw that Avid was the first one there, which is fantastic. Let's see participants. Avid Fisherman was the first one in chat. He was here at like 6:15 when I went in to set everything up. Catfish and Dreams, what's going on? Catfish Hen Hunters, hey Norm, how you doing, bud? Catmandu Outdoors, Creole Catfishing. I got that Catfish Co-op going on with Creole tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that. We'll talk about that a little later in the show. Dale Hayslip, what's going on? Eric Massey Jig Company. I'm always excited to see someone like Eric in chat because that means we're reaching out to a lot more people, not only in the catfish world, but in the panfish / crappie world. And we'll get to that as well. So what's going on, Eric? Thanks for checking it out. Fishing with the Chad is in chat. What's going on, Chad? How you doing? That's so he can talk behind my back. That's what I'm thinking. George Frischman, Get Hooked on D. What's going on, D? Green Machine Outdoors. He was great on your show last night, gentlemen. That was fun. I got to check out about 50 minutes of that. That was a lot of fun to check out. Those kayak guys, they work their butt off. Jason Lamb, what's going on, Jason? How you doing, bud? I'm going to bother you again. You and Josh need to do a called out. That would be fantastic, I think. John Boys Catfishing, welcome. My friend JP3, what's up, buddy? Kevin Baker, Nuts and Bolts Fishing. Looks like Kevin's got a new name. What's going on, Kevin? I actually like that. Nuts and Bolts Fishing is pretty cool. LG Bass, Tom, great supporter of the show. Muskrat Adventures, P City Smitty Catfishing. That's always a mouthful for me. It's kind of funny because you guys know what my last name is. That's not a mouthful, but that one is.
That's how you look at it.
Yeah, I guess so. Parker Pursuits, what's going on, Parker? Stonefly 71, Troy L. Troy, if this is your first time, welcome. If not, I apologize. I go through a lot of people all the time. I'm sorry I missed you. I think I did see Betty's name earlier. So Betty, if you're out there listening, hello to you. She might be traveling or something.
She did say she is driving.
She is driving. Okay, well, be safe, Betty. We want you back. John Patrick Jr. looks like he just popped in, too. Let's see if I missed anybody. All right. Looks like we're doing good. All right, guys. So I bring you here today because in 2 weeks' time, I believe, give or take a few days, I would have put my first video on YouTube. So I wanted to take a look back at how awesome the last year's been. Even though it's been pretty difficult with the pandemic and stuff, I still managed to get a lot of stuff out, and thank goodness for live streaming. I met a lot of people, including you three guys. Well, one of you, but I'll let you guys fight over that.
Yeah.
Why so quiet?
Well, I don't know if you guys already noticed. I've already got 1 point for the night. So I'm just saying.
You already got one what?
You might get another here in a minute.
Oh, 1 point.
Can't take you guys anywhere.
He's a bad son.
He's
You're the one that
boys.
No comment.
You invited me on the show.
middle child syndrome. Anyways,
that's right. It is.
So true.
So how has your guys' year been on YouTube? Let's talk about that for a little bit.
Well, who you want to start with?
You, Chad. No, we'll start with Dockery because he has the most. What's the word I'm looking for?
Angry faces.
He's made the most
To lose.
noise in YouTube over the last year.
You guys made the most noise over YouTube last year. At my
Must not
expense
play
is
that
what
video.
they-
Must not play that video. Must not play that video.
Don't
Okay.
play the video. But no, I'm really not trying to grow my channel. I'm really not, and I'm just using it for fun. And of course, you guys know, oh, there it is.
No hands, not me.
But anyway, as you guys know, there was an incident that was caught on live where Mark called me out, and I just totally beat the snot out of him, 25 to nothing on live. So
He absolutely did.
he got
Let me
a little-
correct
he
you
got a
before you go
little-
further.
he
Let
got
me
a
correct
little
you. Hold on.
mad.
This is a nice thing. Let me correct you. I didn't call you out. We were talking, and we kind of got to the point where it would be fun. So by no means was it my solo idea for the 1-versus-1 challenge. It was a discussion between me and James. We decided to do it, and it grew from there. So I want to make sure that you definitely had credit. And you know how you really want to make James an angry fisherman? Send him a lot of subs. Just sub him to death.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks. Now I'll never go live again because I guarantee you there's going to be 500 people sitting there waiting for me to do something stupid so that they can record it and send it to you or do their own thing to it. So no.
That wasn't my
Hope
plan
and
at all.
pray.
Find
Hope
it
and
hard
pray
to
every
believe.
day.
Wow.
So you did a bunch of live streams. You caught a bunch of fish on live stream. I like your live streams. They're nice and short, down to the point. You go after those panfish that everybody loves, correct?
Correct.
Why am I
And
interviewing
don't get me
you?
wrong. I don't know why you're interviewing me, but
I
you're
don't
doing
know.
an okay job.
You act like you're the
I mean,
host.
Yeah, but I do some catfish from time to time, and but panfish is where
Silvercat don't
I
count.
tend to go. Yeah, says the man who fished how many days this year? 2, 3,
What am I think I'm up
What
to
was it,
4
Joe?
times this year.
4 times.
Are we talking
Three or
numbers
four.
or weight?
No, was that a fat joke?
It's always the little guy picking on us rotund gentlemen. Stop it.
I'm telling
Full
you,
figure.
I am like the little chihuahua that's going to bite your ankle every time you walk in the door.
This is true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let's talk about the thumbnail. Why I'm the fat guy. Anyway,
I told you this. It's because hold on. Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you guys out
Go
for
on.
a second, just so we can let's see if we can see this. Let's see. Hold on. Oh no, it won't let me do it, or else I would show you guys all of that awesome thumbnail. that idea came to me, and I almost made Dockery the fat guy, but no one would believe that. And I figured it's my show, so that makes me the boss for the next hour. And Lyle needed that fine, fantastic head of hair that I put on him.
I could sure use that. I'll tell you.
I'm a Three Stooges fan from way back. I don't even mean to show my age, but when I had that idea, I kind of ran with it.
the funny thing though, there, Mark, is me, you, and Dockery is really a face over on it. That is an actual picture of Lyle Stokes from 1935 at his senior prom.
Don't you wish?
That he had to
Santa's much
repeat
older
like
than that to be.
500 times. So I mean,
You guys are mean, that's all. Just mean.
with only 9 fingers, he can only count so high, guys.
That's right.
Also, Dockery, your stickers have been a big hit. You should talk
For the
about
wrong
those.
reasons, but yes. The angry face. This one's a huge
The
hit.
angry
I don't
face
have my-
one, yeah.
I don't have my Krampus cane one, but that's
Mhm.
okay because the next one we're trying to really push is the Grinch cane.
The Grinch
Right there.
Canes.
That's 2 points. That is 2 points, boys. That's 2 points right there. I'm telling you, I am keeping track of this. I'm watching Lyle like a hawk tonight. Grinch canes. You mark my words, boys. They're coming. And for those of you guys that don't know, I started the Krampus cane name, for Lyle's Fishing Pole as a joke. All right. And I kept pushing it. I made up ideas and jokes. Now, the true boss has stepped up and told him he is going to have to start making some of those.
Look,
Now,
he just looked to looked to his left like he was about to get smacked.
Will he listen to the boss? No, he won't.
Thank you for the sponsorship. Grinch canes and Krampus canes.
That's what I'm talking about.
We got some more people that came in the chat. I'm seeing Muskrat Adventures. What's going on, Roger? Serving from home. Hello, welcome. Great Outdoors Exploring. Hey, Sean, what's going on? Skip Mo Creek Fishing. What's going on, Rob? I think there's a couple more that might have come in. Big Slim 91, if I missed you. I'm saying again, Mr. Gadget Fishing, Mike Irving, Michael Morello. What's going on, Michael? And Tara Blackburn. What's going on, Tara? How are you? All right, let's how about you, Chad? You've had quite the year.
I have had quite the year. I mean, besides a year of Carrie and James Dockery, I've had a lot of other. I've actually had some good stuff happen too. So
better me trying to carry you.
Wait, here we go. Fat joke. Honestly, you said when you mentioned earlier that 2 weeks will be your first full year. I was like, I wonder where mine was because, at the beginning of last year, I didn't have a YouTube channel at all. And, I was a supporter like most of our fan base is, just sitting watching people like Lyle and others on their shows at night. And I actually started my first videos that I put out that was actually like fishing videos was at the end of April. It was almost May. So I'm not even quite a year. I thought it was a little bit longer than this myself, but I was like, wow. So I got a couple months before I even hit my first year. So, to see what has happened with the couples tournament, the Thursday night show with I can't say better half because my better half's definitely in the living room. So,
she definitely is the better half.
Oh, definitely.
She'll smack you with a chair.
Yeah. At least she doesn't have a Krampus cane yet. It's coming. So, but it really has. I've met a lot of great people. You guys got to fish with a couple people. Roger, J-Dog, Norm. Looking forward to more people and all that kind of stuff. So it's definitely been a quick takeoff. I think James Dockery has definitely catapulted me to the upper echelons of YouTube fishing. So,
not me.
Chadwick Field.
Everybody stop laughing.
YouTube stardom.
That was all him. I had nothing to do with that one. Trust me.
I don't know who made that.
But I honestly think that next year that award needs to go to one of these guys that doesn't catch any fish at all. Keep rotating it to where it pushes these guys.
Did you catch anything?
A fish. I did catch some.
Silvercats don't count.
You know who didn't? But you know who
we're talking this year, right? Because I'm safe. I think I got like
right
47, 50 fish already this year through the ice. Most of them bluegill, but
no, I'm talking about during the tournament.
Oh, during the tournament, which is coming up.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk. We'll definitely talk about that tournament. I want
to. No more Dockery Award. Make it the Lyle Stokes Award. And I actually have, and we all actually have, the perfect picture for that.
No, we don't.
No comment. I'm going to cut you off there. Dockery, we are live. We are live.
We could actually start another award this year based off of Dockery. And it could be the some kind of damage award.
Who pissed off Dockery the worst? We can make it like monetized and make it a competition.
I'd have to be in on that for something.
I like that idea.
Somebody's not happy. That was a joke, people.
The world will see that picture. While
hey, I've been nothing but nice to you, bud. Nothing but nice.
We're live.
He's trying to get a point out of me tonight, and I'm just not going to let him have it yet.
We didn't mean to interrupt you like we always do, Chad. Is there anything else you'd like to bring up besides the epic content that you've provided us, not only including the bait shop and not only including the couples tournament, which was fantastic?
Yep. I'm trying to think. Not really. I mean,
How about the live shows you've done?
I've done a few live fishing,
Yeah.
and
I
I was trying
enjoy
to
the
keep them
ones
out.
when you take D and actually catch fish.
When did that happen?
A couple times.
Oh, D is the glue that holds you together.
She is. So we actually had a really good a year of fishing. The problem that we had, and a lot of people have noticed, is live fishing. We caught actually quite a bit of fish last year,
Yes,
and I actually listening to you guys and people like Patriot and stuff, and talking about keeping a journal and stuff. I actually made a spreadsheet so I can write everything down as I fish every day, and I'm going to start doing a spreadsheet that'll calculate everything. It'll tell me all the needful stuff that I think is important and probably not. So, my biggest thing is not only being a part of it, but is actually learning from you guys and being able to have these conversations either on the shows or even in private, like talking about the people that we've met, right? And having conversations, learning not just about catfishing, but other stuff like crappie fishing and stuff like that, all the tips and stuff you guys give. So had a good year.
Can I ask him a question about that?
Sure, of course.
Do you have an idea of all the things that you have on your spreadsheet? Because to be quite honest, I
don't hear.
Okay, I have downloaded numerous pages of what people thought they should keep track of in a journal. Now, some of them have some really good stuff on them. Some of them have not enough of things. Some of them have a bunch of stuff on them that nobody would ever use. And I'm looking for the perfect one. Maybe that's something we can work on together.
That'd be awesome.
Make the perfect sheet for people to. You could either load it up in your computer, or if you don't want to do the computer thing, just get you a whole punch and do a 3-ring notebook and keep track of them that way. But you could do it either way you wanted to. But we need one with the right stuff on it, because as of today, and I've got a bunch of them downloaded, I've never found one that I thought was the perfect journal page.
I would love to do something like that with you.
All right, let's work on that and see if we can
make
it happen.
I'm keeping my ideas to myself.
There's a guy that don't want to share.
Just kidding. That was a joke.
Share his fish. He knows where them big flathead are, and he's keeping them.
Not only do I write my stuff down, I also incorporate it into other electronic devices, so I know exactly where I'm at and what happened on that day and time. So I kind of cross-reference the two. And since we're on the topic, there's a read-write pad which lets you write a read-write pen and a waterproof pad of paper you can pick up on and pretty much anywhere on Amazon that you can write in the rain. The stuff doesn't wash off. It's good to have in the boat. I've spilled, adult beverages on it a couple of times, and it wasn't even harmed.
By that you mean coffee?
Well,
yeah.
That's why I have my Yeti mug with the top on it, so it's not as big a danger. But there's that added thing. A couple of people came into chat. I see Maurice Case, and I want to make sure I said hello to him. Let's see who else is on here. I usually like to switch back and forth. Oh, wait. It's asking me moderators. No.
Parker Pursuits.
Parker, we said hello to Parker again. What's going on, Parker? Country Boy Catfishing. Catfish 573. If I haven't said hello, I don't think I did.
Brian Ford says y'all are old. Can't remember till I get home.
Yeah, we are old, so.
Well, yeah.
What? They are old.
It's called seasoned. Like a cast iron skillet that everybody loves and threatens harm when somebody goes to put it in the dishwasher. Right, Lyle?
That's right.
That's right.
That's
Don't you guys
right.
forget.
I mean, the thing that's going to make it hard if you go live and stuff like that would make it hard. So a pad like you're talking about would be good, but this right here, just keeping notes as you go through a fishing day. But it's breaking the habit of just fishing and actually taking the time to put in, fish caught time, when you launch out your temperatures and stuff like that to, us
You know who
old folk
comes up
won't
with an
remember.
idea like that? Somebody that's not pulling in fish.
Oh,
How many catfish you caught this year?
4.
I think Dockery's
4.
got the first flathead of the year too, don't you? Or was
Yeah,
that last year?
does.
Nope, that was
He
this year.
does.
This year.
I do.
I will tell you,
Yep.
Chad, that I did find Samsung Notes in my phone, and I like
Yep.
it. I can make me a Walmart list, a Bass Pro Shop list. If I need a hat from Mark, I can write it on there so I don't forget it. If I need to order medicine, and I can keep track of all my fishing stuff. And that's pretty good. But what happens, when my phones crash, I never receive nothing back. We're going to transfer everything, but nothing ever gets done. So I want to fix mine to where I can download to the computer and then either keep it in a file or put it on paper or something, because if some things that you lose are irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
phones, if they fall over the side of the boat or, things can happen. So I think there should be a backup to them.
Absolutely. Use
Mark?
something with cloud storage, maybe. What's up?
Actually, when you just said something about did I have anything else besides that, I wasn't even thinking. I'm sorry I was being selfish, but I was thinking about my channel, my shows, and my videos, right? But being invited onto other people's shows too, like this last year, meant a lot. Lyle reached out to me a while back and asked me to be on it. And I was so starstruck when it happened, right? And I think it really helped get me out there in front of everybody and really help open me up for the rest of the year that came to be. Being on your show, I've been on with Norm and other people's, so that's another thing that it's a lot to be proud of. I haven't yet updated my Facebook to be backup co-host to like Catfish Weekly and stuff yet, but I've got it on my list of things to do. It's in my notepad.
Yeah, but you also came up with like one of the best online tournaments, also the couples tournament.
Absolutely.
So I mean, and that was hands down, the highlight of 2020. I honestly think, in our community, is the people that fish that tournament. I'm not talking about the ones that got stuck on a boat and couldn't figure out how to, get out of the marina. But I mean, the rest of us all had a good time.
Real quick,
honestly,
Parker. Yeah,
that was
I have
awesome.
problems with my phone in the heat and the cold. And I hit both extremes. So a lot of time you can either throw it in what I'll do is I'll throw the phone in the shade in the summer, and in the winter I'll just throw it inside my coat for a couple minutes and let it get warmed up. That usually resolves it until it happens again. So hope that helps.
I mean,
But if you
adhesive
guys
warmers
also-
help a little bit.
Well, and not only that, but they make the heaters for the wintertime for your phone. But they also, and a lot of people don't realize it, they make coolers, like little fans that you can put on the outside of your phone during the summer months to keep them from heating up too much when you're streaming and all that. So
Now, do the new
sell
phones, are
those
they
on
as
Amazon.
bad at that as the old ones was?
yes, they
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
Anytime you
Those
use,
are too.
yep.
Well, I know if
It's
you
still-
keep them in a
it's still-
shaded area, that helps a great deal.
Yeah.
But
Very cool, Chad. Thanks for sharing all of that stuff with us. Now, Lyle Stokes,
sir,
you've had a wonderful many years. So let's talk about like the last year.
That
the
was
last year is
How are you recovering from your surgery? Let's start with that.
doing really good. I got one more day of physical therapy, and I am so happy about that. The last year was tough with the COVID stuff. We missed a lot of tournaments that we had planned on going to, and we sold the Alumacraft, so I was in a rush to get my boat back to where it was usable, and in the process, I had problems with his shoulder and ended up having to have surgery. So we've done a little bit of fishing, but I didn't do any because I just couldn't reel stuff in. And they went ahead and done the surgery, and now it's over. And they start you out in increments of what weight you can lift. And right off the bat, it was doing so well. The guy told me, he said, you can go back to fishing, but no big fish. So I said, well, what are we talking about? He says, you're on a 1 pound restriction, nothing over 1 pound. And last surgery, the last 2 surgeries that I had on the other shoulder, that went for like 6 or 8 months. Well, I'm already up to 5 pounds now, and it's been 3 months. And I can do things with this shoulder that I never have been able to with the other, but I still can't lift the weight with it yet. So I'm 5 pounds. I see him in about 4 weeks. I think at that time, I'll probably go up to 10 or 12, and it won't be long till we'll be rocking and rolling. And we've got big plans after starting Panfish Weekly. I figure I can catch the crap out of panfish, as I love to do that anyhow, and do some video work with that. And as they raise my limits, the more they raise them, the more bigger fish we're going to be looking for. And it won't be long till we'll be back rocking and rolling.
Well,
Fantastic.
and as much as, everyone's glad to hear that, you're almost done with your physical therapy. I know there are some people that are not so glad that you're almost done, because we enjoy some of the perks of you going through physical therapy.
Yeah, I'm quite sure you're right about that. And you know
Yeah.
what? I have a motto about that, old buddy. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. And nobody loves to give you crap more than me, or either one of these other two. So I can take it.
Close.
Yeah, you are. I can take it, and as long as we're having a good time with that, I'm okay with it. But there's some things that shouldn't be on public TV that you guys have.
No, listen. Well, I mean, come on now. We haven't put all the pictures we have of you from our inside person online for public.
Yeah,
but
bless her heart.
Some of them may be available for the right price. I'm just saying, we can be bought.
Donations are welcome.
They come in today to do them things, and this woman's beating me up that physical therapy. And I looked up at Cindy. I said, "No pictures today." Well, it was too late. It was
Cindy, the payment's on its way for those pictures you've been sending us to.
Yeah,
So
thank you guys so much for that. But it is what it is. If it hadn't been for Katie, I'd have never got the doc shot. So, like I say, what goes around comes around. If you can't take it, you shouldn't be playing that game. And James and I, especially James and I, but Chad too, we've had a really good time with that. Mark doesn't really bother me too bad, but he might get in on the James Dockery stuff.
I hold back. James is like my. We're not going to get into it. My arch nemesis. Sometimes
we're not. No, let's not. No.
I see Joe. I see Joe Jones and Ernie Brown in the house. What's going on, guys? I know, Lyle, you've had a ton of great guests on your show this year. On Catfish Weekly. We'll get into Panfish Weekly a little bit later. I want to spend a little time on that because I'm really enjoying that. I also want to say thank you for first for having me on your show out of nowhere. You had asked me to come on there, and I like Chad, I was like, wow, that was pretty overwhelming, but I'm glad I did it. I got to know you. I got to know these guys even a little better. And I was given the opportunity to help out on there, which was a really big growing experience. So,
we're happy to do it, and I've been doing it a while, and I have a feeling about certain people if they can do it and do it. The big thing is finding people that do it the way I want it done, because I have a certain criteria that I want to meet, and some people can fit the bill, and of course, we had over the years, and I've talked about this before, some great co-hosts on.
Absolutely.
Kevin. We really have. One of the greatest that was my old buddy Doc, and he just lives in a spot now. He can't get any kind of signal to do any broadcasting with, and that's okay. He's down there catching the crap out of fish while the rest of us wish we was. So he's got the fish and that, but he was great for 3 or 4 years. We've done really well, and we have a great fan base. I have to say, and I use that term rarely. Will you ever hear me say fan base? Because I think they're viewers that enjoy watching the show more than they're fans of anyone on the show. And I've been corrected on that a few times, but I don't consider myself a big enough guy in the sport to have fans. I'm just the same guy that you meet walking down the street and you want to talk about fishing, and we'll talk about fishing. I don't consider myself worthy of fans, but I have a lot of viewers that I consider extremely close friends at the same time.
It's one of the things that
those
everybody
are-
holds dear about you, Lyle. You're very approachable, and I try to stop it, Dockery. He's doing all sorts of thinking over there. I try to use you as an example.
Well, no,
not that I'm anywhere near that, but I try to help
Lyle
whoever
is,
comes near me,
you know,
or whoever comes to
Do
me.
it, Dockery.
I try to help and just try to grow the sport. And you know what? I like doing it. So
Yeah, there's certain things that I like to do. If I see a table full of soldiers sitting at a place when we go in to eat, I'll go over and talk to them. I've bought some of them dinner before. If they sitting there by themselves, I've invited them to eat dinner with me. You know, when somebody wants to talk fishing, I'll stay there in a motel parking lot all night and talk fishing with guys. And then you'll come out and get me and say, hey, get your ass to bed. You've got a tournament in the morning. You got to be up at 3 o'clock. And I'll be out there with them guys. You know, if they're asking questions, if it's something I know anything about, I'll visit with them and they'll tell me stuff. And I've always been like that. But I like being approachable, and I like being around for people that I can help. And sometimes I can't, but if I can, then we're going to do it.
It's hard when you're inundated with a lot of stuff at once. I go through periods where everybody's like shooting me messages at the same time, and then I'll go a day where nobody wants to talk to me. So some people understand if you're trying to contact me or one of us up there or anybody else in chat that's probably more the case. Justin, hello if I missed you. I also see an NKR Fishing Outdoors said he just subbed. Thank you, sir, very much. Ernie Brown again. Hello, I think, and Daniel Ishmael. I want to make sure I get him. So sorry to interrupt, Lyle, but I lose.
What I was actually going to say before you guys rudely interrupted me, about what was it? It was probably 4 years ago. I happened to stumble across Catfish Weekly, and I have learned a lot from Lyle. And yes, we give each other crap. I mean, on a daily basis. But
Really?
if there is anything that I don't understand about, either, how a rod is supposed to, the makings of a rod, or why it's doing this or why it's doing that, I know I can get a hold of him. I mean, he's a vast knowledge that people overlook. I mean, mainly because he's short, but I mean,
that's what I was getting ready to say.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily for you, though, you almost see eye to eye to him, and
Almost. He's not quite tall enough to see eye to eye to me.
well, he is with that boot.
Yeah. He's only got to stand on one leg to use it.
doesn't matter. I already told Katie I was going to give me a pair of platform shoes to wear up there in Mendota.
Oh, mercy.
But no, I mean, all of these guys that, and I think that's the one thing about this fishing community that people tend to overlook is, we may come off as bullish or angry or something like that. But if you're having trouble, you can put the word out and we all surround you.
That's right.
And that's evident, with Sonny Parker, with Maurice Kaysen, all of those guys.
Yeah, we got the super. I don't want to call them super fans because they're not. They're more like super family members. They're the super active ones, like Betty, obviously, D, who's huge part of the community.
He really is.
Maurice Kaysen. There's so many. We
don't want to forget Katie. She's one of the ones that does the most work of all of us.
I believe
research and making designs and stuff. I mean,
putting up with Dockery.
Yeah, absolutely. I was getting to that, but
keeping him in line.
I am not going to repeat.
Well, then, listen. If she's trying to keep me in line, is that what you guys are paying her for? You probably got to talk to her because that ain't working.
Hey, real quick, while we got a little break, I would remind everybody that I am going live tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're going to be fishing live with Creole, and we're going to have Epic Catfish on there with me. He's going to be in his studio. I'm going to be in Coco's studio. And we're going to talk advanced catfish techniques while Creole is on the water. So we're calling it Catfish Co-op. So come on in tomorrow. Check it out. We'll be spending a good part of the day. I'm not quite sure how long we'll be here, but I think it's going to be an interesting experience. It's going to be a hand-on by example type deal. So I think the people that come in there will really enjoy it. So I wanted to make sure that everybody knew that. Oh, and I made everybody... be quiet. So real quick, I wanted to what else? Well, not real quick, but Mendota, Lyle.
Yes.
What?
I didn't know if you've seen Daniel Ishmael's comment to Lyle or not. That was pretty cool. Wish him luck.
Well, thanks.
I am looking.
haven't
Hold
seen
on.
it, but
I do see Cindy Stokes in there. Hello, Cindy. How are you? Daniel Ishmael's wishing. You want to just read it for me, Chad?
Yeah. Lyle, wish me luck tomorrow. I will see my son for the first time in 21 years.
oh my.
Oh, that's
That is-
fantastic.
That
Awesome,
is
man.
awesome. I wish you the very best with that. That is something that I'm sure you both are looking forward to, and I hope it works out great for you. And see if you can't make it a little less time next trip.
I think all four of us up here will be thinking about you tomorrow and wishing you the best of luck. So that's
Absolutely.
fantastic. Very fantastic. Sorry I couldn't find that fast enough. I, like Ryan Board says, is kind of old, and I lean on that excuse when I need to. So
That's why they let the young gun hang out with them.
where? You know, that's
Taking
another
it-
thing I think that you do, Lyle, is you bring this community together. I mean, stuff like that. I know you're really active with people behind the scenes, talking to people, helping people out. We all try to, raise some money for some good causes. Chad with his tournaments. Even, when Quentin came to me, what was it, 2 weeks ago, about raising some money for Maurice, that was awesome. Dockery's always helping with the kids and stuff. It's incredible. Big shout out to all you guys. So big shout out to everybody in Chad who does the same. So all right, maybe I can do a little bit. I wanted to give a quick shout out to the people. Well, first one is the first time I was on live was on Avid Fisherman's show. That was a long time ago. I was a little nervous, I must admit. Thank you, Avid, for having me. Had some technical difficulties at first. But other than that, I think it went really well. I got a lot of positive feedback from there, and they created the monster, now known as Catfish and Crappie live streams. I want to see. I bored Lyle. He just walked away. Look at that.
Yeah, he did. He forgot what he was. He forgot what he was doing and kind of wandering. See, that's what he was doing down at Bass Pro Shop when we were down there together. He just kept wandering off, and me and Cindy had to go chase him
Well, there's
down.
shiny things there. So here is I have to admit, you two are geniuses. Brilliant.
This
Brilliant.
is recorded. I'm just letting you guys know.
Brilliant.
This is
You know
recorded.
why I think that? Because your choice of the first guest, the very first guest on the bait shop. Who was that first guest?
I do believe it was Chunky, wasn't it?
Nope.
Norm? It was either Chunky or Norm, wasn't it? It wasn't Mark.
Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Was it him?
No way.
Yes, sir. The very first guest on the bait shop was this guy. And I had a blast on that show. I was pretty nervous about that. I got together with James and Dee, and we plotted behind your back. Got you your first Catfish and Crappie hat after you made that silly fan art that you sent me.
Hey, that was awesome. Don't even judge me on that.
You look like you ran out of crayons, or you didn't have a sharpener for them.
Or maybe I just
He
don't
got
have
in a
color.
hurry.
Maybe you were coloring with the backs of the crayons. But I had a blast fishing on there. That was my first experience. That was my first foray into being on the bait shop, hanging out with you guys, and live stream fishing at the same time, which I didn't catch anything in that hour's time. That was a long night. I live streamed after that, which was fun to have everybody keep me company. So I wanted to make sure I say thank you to you guys for having me on there. It was definitely not only was it a growing experience and helped me get a little better. I'm by no means great at what I do, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to. But it was definitely a step in the right direction. So I wanted to say thank you to you guys and thank you to Avid, obviously. That being said, you guys want to hear some of the people I've had on my show that I want to give thanks to? I mean, I was looking through this list and I was kind of, overwhelmed myself. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I want to make sure I say thank you to everybody that's been on and helped me out. The very first Nightline Lives was Stan. He was on there. That was great. Stan came through for me in a pinch. I had a guest back out. We had Danny Ranson on there. That was a great guest. Thank you, Danny, if you're out there. Corey Walton. Corey's a great guest. That was fun to have him on. Jeremy Dufour. I believe I was the first one to have Jeremy on there, the infamous Cajun Madman, Creole Catfishing. I got a chance to have him on. I had Lyle Stokes on my show, probably one of the greatest guests that anybody can have on their show. I had the Women of Fishing, which was really fun to do. On that show, I had obviously Dee and Betty. I had my dear friend Violet. I had Mo Homesteading, and I had the great Paul Smith. That was a wonderful show. I kind of got to sit back and let them do their thing once they got started and show off that I do actually wear more than T-shirts. I wore a suit that night, if you guys remember, or a sports coat at least. That was fun. We did Geared Ups. That was a lot of fun. That was a couple of long streams. We may do some of those the next year. I had a really fun live stream with James Dockery talking about ponds, not just fishing them, but what's involved. Once you know what's involved with the biology of where you're fishing, the better of an angler you're going to get. We had Dominic Fishing with Dom on there. Who can forget that show? That was a lot of fun. Don't you guys agree?
It was.
It was something.
We had the 1 versus 1 call outs. We started that on there. I had Roger on my show, more Geared Up episodes. Mike Greenwell. Mike's got a show now on Saturday nights. I believe he's stepping into Norm's time slot, which is 7 p.m. Standard Time. Good luck with that. Parker Pursuits. It was great having Parker on there. And 1 Ton Fishing Club. And we had Quentin a few weeks ago. That was wonderful. Me and Quentin talked for via text, which is always nice to hear from him. Also, Jeff Manning from Team Reelin' the Blues. I always got to pause when I say that name because I tend to want to say something, something else, but it's a very, very cool name. We did a lot of call-outs. We had call-outs with Ohio versus Kentucky. Remember that one, Chad, or do you want to forget that one?
It was a close one, but I'll forget it.
We had another call out with Norm and J-Dog. We had call out, obviously, with me and Dockery, where I got spanked, and so did that Doc.
Yeah.
We had scheduled.
Is that the worst beatdown on a 1 versus 1 was you and Dockery? Just want to know.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm pretty sure that was the worst beatdown yet, right?
That poor Doc.
Go ahead and proceed.
That poor Doc. No hands. We had the team versus team call out, which was a lot of fun, where Chad got his revenge. And we also attempted to have Creole and Hagen Groves, but unfortunately, to technical difficulties, that is being rescheduled to a later date. So I had a lot of fun on that, man. And then there's also the times I was on Catfish Weekly helping Lyle out. Man, it goes on. I just wanted to say thank you, all of those people, all the people that come to the shows, all the people that support. It's a great thing. This isn't a self-service thing. This is this is me being grateful. So later on in the show, we're going to give away a sticker pack. It's actually a really cool sticker pack, right? I'm going to give away a pink beanie And I have one black beanie left. So I'm going to give that one away. So we'll do that towards the end.
I'm gonna go ahead and start picking my number. Oh,
You don't get a number.
I haven't said what we have to do yet.
Hey, Mark.
What's up, Lyle?
We have a guy in here tonight that I should have remembered. I've met him several times. He lives in Springfield, Fins and Finds. He does everything from fishing to finding old relic coins and stuff in our area, and he is a super nice guy. He's been to the Catfish Conference and all over the place, and we keep talking about going fishing. And this year, we're going to have to make that happen instead of talk about it. I think that that'd be a lot of fun. He told me that if I would take him and show him some things how to catch catfish, that he would show me how to find coins and relics. This is a big Civil War place area that we're in. But, that's like, I'd be like a kid in a candy store doing that.
That's actually kind of cool.
Well, welcome, Fins and Finds. Thanks for checking out the channel. Also saw that Sampy came in. What's going on, Sampy? Welcome, Dan's Creations and Adventures and Sunfish Assassin. Thanks for checking it out. And again, welcome, Fins and Finds. I'll definitely check out your channel. And if someone's posted links, if you guys could find his link for me and post it, that'd be great. I'd appreciate it.
If you like to watch some cool stuff, you can watch them guys when they go out and find coins. And I believe it's his nephew down south that has found some really valuable stuff.
really?
Yeah.
Can I say hi to somebody real quick?
No.
Hi, Gabby. How's it going? Okay, that's it. I had to give a shout out to Gabby.
Hi,
Did you notice
Gabby.
that he really got into character just now? Like he is one of the three. Hi, Gabby. Hey, go.
I saw Jim Catman Clark pop in earlier, too. I don't want to forget about Jim. Saw you pop in there, Jim. Hey, what's going on? If you're still listening in the background, that's awesome. So, and I see Uncle Josh is in the house, too. What's up, Uncle Josh? We're coming up on 7:47 yet. You know what? This sticker pack, you want to tell us a little bit about that, Dockery? Because Dockery takes care of those for the four of us, actually.
He actually does and does a good job.
So in the sticker pack, you'll get one of Mark's catfish and crappie. You'll get James Dockery Fishing. You'll get a catfish or Catfish Weekly and a Panfish Weekly, and you'll also get a Fishing with the Chad. So if you win it, they're pretty cool. So
Very cool. So why don't we give that one? Why don't we give that one away?
Should we tell them that there is a trend already being set with this sticker pack? That the James Dockery decal has to be separated.
Yes, if you want it on my show, my sticker goes on top. We need pictures.
Hold on a second. Because Daniel Ishmael has already got one, and his boat's red. So where did he, and my sticker's red. So where was the best place to put it? Right
on the
in
bottom?
front, to where every time he's driving around, he sees me. He doesn't see you guys that are getting crusted and moldy off to the side on the bottom of the boat. So I'm just saying.
I would have literally put your sticker on the very bottom of my boat. That way you're just drowning.
I'm trying to be nice, but inside of a toilet tank came to mind. I don't want to go there.
So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start fighting tonight. All right, that's fine.
We'll save that for after. We'll save that for later.
Because
I've been nothing but nice to you, James.
I didn't say it. I just told you. I just told you what came to mind. I didn't actually insinuate. That's what people do with your sticker. I just, just came to mind.
I'm just saying, if you guys want to start this, I have tons of places that I can stick your decals, and I have tons of access to make your decals. So I'm just saying.
I got somewhere you can stick one.
Family show.
Justin says karma. Karma.
And let me say
I do want to give. Hold on. I do want to give a shout out to Betty and Dee, and I'll tell you in just 1 second. Betty won an ice well this week, and she sent it to me, and she knew. And Dockery, you might want to say something about this too. So I'm looking forward to checking this out. Basically, you drop it in a hole that keeps your fish live. It's kind of a cool thing. I can't wait to try it. So,
What kind of fish fit in that?
bluegills,
Oh, okay.
crappie. It's actually pretty big, Lyle.
Is it?
It's like the whole inside of a 5-gallon bucket.
I'm thinking Dockery could fit in that.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
The new design for the new catfish and crappie hat.
Don't say it, James. Don't say it, James. Don't say it, James.
Say it, James.
I want to
Say
thank
it, James.
I want to thank Dee and Betty for mine. So
Yeah, they were both trying to win those for us, and one of them managed Betty. They're both super lucky. Watch them win tonight too.
Yes,
So
they are.
they're very lucky. Thank you, ladies, for taking good care of us. We really appreciate it. All right, so I am going to think how many we got in chat. We got 42 in chat. I'm going to pick a number 1 to 100.
Hang on. Why not just have Lyle pull it up on his screen?
Can you do that in a chat that's not yours, Lyle?
Let me try.
All right. I still want to pick the number. I've never gotten to pick that number on your show, so I want to do it.
Really?
Yes, sir.
I'll let you do it tonight. How's
All
that?
right.
I can do it.
Oh, that's fantastic. So everybody speak up in chat. Give us an angry face. You'll be able to show up on the poll. I want to see angry faces and bananas everywhere.
I've got them loaded up.
Angry faces in.
I have them loaded up. Give me a number between 1 and 5. Let's not get too carried away.
All right. I'm going to pick number 1.
You're such a suck up.
His shoulders hurt. I don't want him to press that button too hard. Me and him got fishing to do this year.
This is just like physical therapy. He needs repetition.
The winner is serving from my home.
Nice.
Fantastic. Thank you, serving from my home. If you are on Facebook, contact me and I'll send your info. Or do you want me to just have him contact you, James? It don't matter.
Contact me. Just contact me.
James Dockery. There's all my social media contacts below. If you don't have any of that, you can always contact me at mark@catfishandcrappie.com. That's my email address. So take your pick. We'll keep an eye out for it. But the fastest way to get those out to you is by contacting James Dockery if you can do that. So.
And guys, we've got another big snowstorm coming in this week, so it may be Monday or Tuesday before we actually get out of here. So,
okay, you're talking about
I can get them sent out. Yep.
You're talking about the mail, right? Okay, cool.
Yep.
Can we get some more likes, maybe? If you haven't hit the like button, please do. I see we got 35. We got like 40 people watching on a Friday night. That's pretty cool. I know there's some live streamer stuff going on, so I'd appreciate it. All right, let's. You guys want to give away the pink hat first? Now, granted, even if you win, gentlemen, you can always give it to the lady in your life or your daughter or something like that. Or if you like pink, like Chad, you can always wear it.
You know what, Mark? Guess what? I just shared this feed to Catfish and Weekly's page on Facebook. It took me about 15 seconds, so it doesn't hurt if anybody else does that.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you guys want to share the feed out, that'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate it. Maybe we'll get some more people in here, and we'll. I'll tell you what. If we can hit, I don't know what's a good number. What do you think? If we can hit another, I don't know. Pick a number. How many people are we looking for in chat? I'll give an extra prize away.
I'd say 60.
We'll do 60. Yeah. If we can get 60 people in hat, I'm going to give the double hooks, which is what I like to call the hat, the hooks and crooks. I'll give a hat away that everybody loves and wants. I'll send that out. If we can get to 60 people, we'll do that at the end of the show. Also, the more likes, the better. I appreciate it. So,
Joe Jones said he'd wear a white hat. I would too. It don't scare me none, Joe.
You mean pink, right?
Or pink. Yeah, I meant pink. I'm sorry. Jason said, Lamb says he's colorblind. He wouldn't even know the difference.
That's right, Jason. Oh, that's awesome. So there we go. We got bananas and angry faces. All right, let's start with the ladies first. Well, we're waiting for some more people to show up. Let's see what happens. Well, you know what? We're going to give the pink hat away now. These people have been here. Their odds let their odds be a little bit better to thank them for that. What do you say, guys?
I like it.
Okay.
Lyle, let me know if you got it.
Give me just 1 second here. It don't take very long.
Troy L., what's going on? Troy's posting bananas.
And people
Angry
have
bananas.
so much fun with that stuff, and we're all glad that everybody has so much fun with this.
You know, it is hilarious, especially the angry face. I actually got messages last night after the show saying, I think I upset this one dude in chat. They were giving me angry faces. I was like, you need to tune in more often.
You need to watch it a little closer. I'm ready.
Listen, and
One over
hang on
outdoors
for a
is
second.
in the house. All right. Well, this is for the pink catfish and crappie toboggan or beanie, whatever you call it in your part of the country. I'm going to pick number 2, Lyle.
1, 2, and the winner is Fins and Fine.
Fins and Fines. See, it pays to check it out. All right,
Please
Fins and Fines.
check us out.
So, are you friends with him on Facebook, Lyle? Okay.
Absolutely.
If you can find me on Lyle's friends list, just look under Mark, and you'll, or you can message Lyle and he'll send you my direction.
You don't do that to me. I say the drink.
Everybody else does it to me. I might as well do it to you. So, Fins
All
and
right.
Fines, I'll send you out that pink hat sometime this week. Hopefully, I got OCD, man. I try to get that stuff out as fast as possible. So, hopefully, we get it sooner than that. All right, we're getting up there close. So what else do you guys want to say about the last year?
I've had a lot of fun, even though I've been locked down. You know,
Yep.
there's a growing. You know, our community grows and it shrinks and it grows and it shrinks and stuff like that.
Oh.
So, but there are certain people that we pick on a little bit. We won't call out their names or stuff like that, but they still know that we love them.
That's right.
Gabby
There is
Goose.
Gabby Goose.
What's going on,
There she
Gabby?
is.
Special appearance by Miss Gabby Goose. I want to make sure I highlighted her name. Oh, before I forget, the Golden Whisker Awards. I want to thank everybody who voted for me, man, and I want to thank Palmetto for having the show. It was fantastic. I really enjoyed it a lot. I was overwhelmed when I won, and I was overwhelmed. If you guys noticed, my wife was kind enough to put them here, so I kind of had to show them off. I was kind of like,
That is a real nice deal she made.
I wanted to wear them around my neck everywhere I went, but she stopped me.
There's mine.
Perfect.
Oh, wait,
that's not Chad.
You didn't get one.
That's
Hey,
deep.
what's hers
That's
is mine,
deep.
and what's mine is mine. Okay.
No, you got that wrong. What's yours is hers, and what's hers is hers. I've been doing this a long time. If you just listen, you'll understand that'll work out better for you.
You know I'm a disobedient child.
I do know that.
Lyle got probably one of the most well-deserved ones of the night, I have to say. It was awesome and very emotional to me to see a good friend of mine nearly break down into tears in front of America.
Well, it hit me hard that people think enough of what we do, and us personally to nominate us. And the guys that was nominated in the categories that I was nominated are pillars of the catfish community. So to be nominated with some of them was really quite an honor, and then to win one was even more of an honor. So I was very taken with that.
Well, it was very well deserving, and I'll be honest, I felt like I won because you won.
That's awesome.
It did. Just because
But you didn't. You did not, Chad.
I am your favorite son of these three.
Oh, here we go.
So
Anyway,
Because he pays the most money.
you know what? Let's talk about that. I remember seeing Lyle live back in at CatCon 2. CatCon's coming up. It's going to be virtual. We'll talk about that too, maybe in the next week, coming up on a bunch of shows. So no one's going to miss out on that. The links are in my group and such. But I remember seeing Lyle sitting at that table at CatCon 2 and going, "This guy kind of knows what he's talking about. I'll have to check him out." Ever since then, I started watching Catfish Weekly, and I haven't turned back since. So thank you for doing that, Lyle. I appreciate it.
Well, you're very welcome. I sit there and done them, and Doc and I did catfish conferences. We was at the very first one. We was at every one We opened the deal for them every year over the loudspeaker and the internet. Will you stop? Except last year.
Uh-huh.
We did it last year, and we've been asked to do it again this year, and I told Steve that I would. But that's quite an honor to get to open the biggest single event in our sport.
That is fantastic.
Yeah.
Well
So
deserved.
It when the very first catfish conference was held at Jeff Jones Marine, and they cleared everything out of the garage area where they work on boats and out of the office area, and we set up people coming through the door, and I knew them all. So I was grabbing them and getting them. Said he was writing down times for them to be back to do interviews with us. Because to be quite honest, we wasn't sure it would work down there. They didn't know if we had enough internet connection, and we didn't have the best of equipment back then. But it all did work, and everything come off for 2 days just like clockwork, and we was thrilled with that.
Very cool. And Justin, when Gabby the superstar shows up, you have to acknowledge her.
I was gonna say we should probably say hi to Gabby one more time just to make sure.
Hi, Gabby Goose.
Hi,
What's
Gabby.
going on?
Hey, Gabby.
Hey, Chad, you haven't said his name yet, have you?
Who?
That other guy.
What other guy? I don't know who you're talking about.
Okay. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure. So, and there's that one of the guys from One Ton. We're not saying his name too, correct? Is that the deal?
Right.
Right. Okay.
Yep.
Betty Cross says the most memorable moment. We're not trying to avoid it. I'm grateful you reminded me of this.
So
was the Black Friday show.
God bless it. That's when you find out who your true friends really are. Is times like that where you're trying to give everybody this great information and your friends sneak a couple little things in there for you.
I want everybody in the chat. Well, no, Gabby's here. We're not going to talk about exactly what happened. I almost let loose. So, okay, family show. We'll save that for later. Maybe we'll have an adult night chat or something like that. I think we should do something like that. The Bullock Experience. Hello. I've seen your name pop up. I don't remember if I said hello. If I didn't,
Sounds
please forgive
about
me.
right.
D did share your link out. So if you guys are of 18 years or older, you need to go over to Fishing with the Chad. Links down in the description, and go back to the Thanksgiving Day Black Friday show and watch it closely.
I wonder if that could get a blooper award next year.
It wasn't blooper. It was.
I'm going to nominate it. I will nominate it. I will nominate it.
I had one more thing to say. It's like the community really blew up this past year because of COVID. I think it really kind of helped elevate it a little bit with the YouTube stuff. But the coming into the chats and a couple people branching out, I think, is the real reason why. And everybody being so welcoming into the chats, having conversations, having talks inside and outside of chat. You have seen the last year the catfishing community on YouTube explode. I can only imagine, this is only the first year, I can only imagine when you think of 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, what this is going to look like. There's a lot of good up and comers, and there's a lot of good young kids that are probably going to surpass us all. So,
there's no doubt they got some coming. Yeah,
catfishing is the Bitcoin of fishing.
Yep, invest now.
Invest now, and everybody has. A lot of the people that are here, it's the time to do it. It's probably going to be as a rewarding a thing as you can do. Twisted Fishing TV, welcome. I want to make sure I saw them. So people are obviously seeing the shout outs and stuff. All right, from catfishing, let's talk a few minutes about Panfish Weekly. I want to say how grateful I am to be a part of that franchise. I really like helping out. It means so much more to me than just an opportunity, because anything pan fishing is where everybody gets their start. It's something you start off with your kids. I don't happen to be fortunate enough to have children, but I've spent a lot of time with nieces and nephews, and my memories are priceless. Priceless. Uh-oh. What did I miss? Oh, we got to look at chat.
Oh no, I was just anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I mean, it just takes, everybody has to start somewhere, and that's one of the most fun ways that you can
I've gone from being on my own live streams, and I'm grateful for being on everybody else's live streams, to being on Catfish Weekly, to helping out at Catfish Weekly. Now I'm a part of the Catfish Weekly franchise, which is awesome. I got to talk to Wisconsin fisherman Brian Brosdale yesterday and Babe Winkleman. Who would think I'd have been here in a year? It's overwhelming. So thank you, everybody. Thank you guys for being so supportive and helping me out along the way. So,
and I'd like to say, remember, guys, when we hit milestones with each of our shows, whether it's Fishing with Chad, Catfish and Crappie, Panfish Weekly, Catfish Weekly, we're going to give away one of those sticker packs. So, tonight we gave one away. The rest of them, you never know when they're actually going to be given away. So you gotta pay attention. Stay close.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna have a giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm getting close. I think at last I looked, I was at 125 away. I try not to check it too much. With the pandemic and stuff, it's pretty much really taking its toll on our actual business here. So I've been having to give that a lot of attention, and I still can't believe to where I'm at. I'm happy being a part of the community. So
I check it more than Mark does. So just to see how far ahead he's pulling of me. And you are, sir, now at 878.
Oh, wow. I got 3 today. That's cool. Thank you to all the new subs and the ones that hang around and come into the live feeds. If it wasn't for live feeds, I don't know if I'd ever be able to get some video edited and stuff. So I appreciate it. Okay,
we're just over 1,000 members on our Facebook page from 10,000, and at that point we're going to give away one of those sticker packs and a Black Horse rod, and then on Catfish Weekly, what are we, 400, right around that, from having 5,000 subs, which I know everybody says, well, you've been doing it all them years, but we never asked. We didn't know you're supposed to get any of that stuff for the first 3 years. Nobody told me. And we didn't know that you get perks and stuff for accomplishments.
So, those were hard-earned subs and well-deserved subs, Lyle, definitely.
But, when we reach 5,000, we're going to give one of those packs away. We're going to give away another Black Horse rod. So, that'll be cool and be fun. And
who's a guest on Panfish Weekly this week, Lyle?
His name is O'Neal Williams.
O'Neal Williams, a gentleman from the South, correct?
He is. He's a big TV show star back in the 70s and 80s, and he's down in the South. If it's swam, he's caught it. If it's run around on the ground, he's hunted it. Except for people. He's a really knowledgeable guy, just like Babe and Bro, and he'll be able to answer questions. He's just a really laid back, sweet guy that knows a lot of information, and he's willing to share it with all of us. And I thought, man, what a better time to get a guy like that on the show, because he's seen and he's like them other two. He's done it, seen it, chased it, caught it, ate it. And I think he'll make for a great show.
And before Panfish Weekly, we got the Bait Shop. Who you guys having on next week? You guys got a guest, or are you keeping that under wraps, Chad?
No, listen, and
apply within, people. Send Dockery requests. Don't send them to Chad. Send them to Dockery, because he loves getting messages. Solicit them. Tell him you want to be on. Dockery, send it to James Dockery.
We will once again.
Somebody get a hold of me last night. we had one person get a hold of me last night. It's like, nope, talk Chad.
we will once again alert everybody to the Bait Shop is the most unscripted, thought of we literally walk in, we unlock the door to the bait shop, and we say, "What's going on?" We don't know what's going on until halfway through the show, typically. So to think that we're going to have a guest
Well, not
already,
even then.
we don't know.
We don't know. We don't. Because like 5 minutes before the show, Chad's like, "What do you want to talk about?" I don't know. What do you want to talk about? I don't know. And that's the way it goes.
Well, you guys do it well, I must say.
Every week's, it's kind of like an adventure of what's going to happen the next. I mean, really, the only thing that I know kind of planned that's coming up is the Winter Blues that's coming. Besides that, week to week, I have no idea.
So the Winter Blues, tell us a little bit about that, Chad. I know you guys have been promoting and stuff, but I think it's good to raise money for charity. So let's let the people know about that again.
Yep. So sprung the ideas. So, well, I've got several ideas listed. I've talked to you fellas about. I kind of wanted to do this one first because we have Bama Blues in January, and it kind of got me thinking of doing a Blues Cat only tournament during the wintertime. So the more I thought about it, again, I wanted to do these as for charity. So we're going to continue to do other ones in the future as well. I do have 2 immediate ideas following this one that I want to get done. But I really love the aspect of donating to organizations for charity. So the last one we raised $385. This one, if I'm not mistaken, I already have $75 donated. And we're not even there yet, right? So the show's not even going on. Everything I've accepted the last couple weeks, I'm just putting towards that. So
Perfect.
We have big fish donations. We actually have 2 of those. A small fish donation by a guy that I'm not going to mention his name, but he's an all right dude. We really like his daughter Gabby better, but there's some good things happening with that, and it benefits a lot of great people. There's going to be, I believe that was 16 teams total. So on February 13th, we have a list of 8 teams that will be fishing on that. And then again on February 20th, we'll have the other set that's fishing. So the winner of both days combined. So just because you catch 20 fish on the first Saturday doesn't mean you've won the whole thing, right? There's 2 different days. It's 2 different days, 2 different sets of people. So we'll keep track of all that. I'm going to have you guys help me out a little bit with it, as far as helping to host it and have a good time. There's going to be a lot of good fish caught. Jeremy from Creole Catfishing's now got a negative 43 or 46. We've doubled it.
Is that the handicap you're giving Jeremy?
Yeah.
It started at a negative 23, but we've upped it to a negative 46. Start for that guy.
Poor guy.
Yeah, it happens. I've got some other rules that I'm going to put in place after the first day because Dockery's fishing the second weekend. Well, so
very cool. Very admirable to raise that money for charity, Chad. It's awesome. Hold on a second. Speaking,
hold on.
What's up, Mark?
Speaking of Jeremy, Creole Catfishing, he will be live tomorrow morning with the man Epic Catfishing who just came in. We're doing the Catfish Co-op, or me and Epic are going to be having a discussion with Jeremy while he's out on the river. It's going to be us 3 talking about fishing, trying to see what's going on. It's going to be like, it's going to be awesome. Check it out tomorrow morning, 8 p.m. Flathead time, also known as Central Standard Time. And I think Dockery wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say that, Creole is going to be on your show tomorrow, but I mean, obviously you beat me to it. So.
Oh, do we want to talk about beating things? Or are we not talking about dock roofs?
Family show.
Family show.
I'm talking about roofs. Where are you going with all this?
We're all talking about the dock roof. You need to calm down over there. Cindy, check his water bottle.
It's fine.
All right, let's give that last black. Okay, guys, I got the black beanie, the last one. It's the fold over type. They're nice and warm. Anybody who wears them loves them to death in the cold weather. This is the very last one. I'm not getting any more this year. I sold out of them. I sold a whole bunch of them. Everybody seems to like them, so we're giving out the very last one. Lyle, let's have a bunch of, I don't know. I bet you guys can't post a bunch of gorillas in chat to get entered. So post some gorillas in chat and let's see if we can get it going. We got bananas, gorillas, grumpy faces, whatever you want.
All the participants in chat, right?
Yep, everybody that's participating in chat.
That's what we'll get. And remember, you guys, when you get in watching these shows, if people are giving away stuff in chat, you have to be a subscriber so you'll show up on the chat. If you're a subscriber, basically you don't even have to say anything, although it does help. But you don't have to, and we know you're in there when we pull up participants. But if you're not a subscriber, you don't show up in there.
Look at us. We got gorillas, we got monkeys, bananas, skunks from Chad, angry faces. Good. We're changing it up a little bit. Adds a little color to the chat.
That's right. And I'm all loaded up and ready to rock.
All right. Since it's the third one of the night for the black, the last of its kind beanie, I'm going to go with 3, Lyle. I hate to make it work so hard, but we're going to go
1,
with
2,
I would have went with 5.
3. You would have went with 5 every time. And the winner is the Catfish Broadcast booth.
Catfish Broadcast booth. Welcome. I believe that's a new viewer. You can get a hold of
a couple shows, but I don't know who they are, but we're glad to have them.
Welcome. If you look at the description, there's my contact in Facebook, the Catfish and Crappie group, or you can email me at mark@catfishandcrappie.com. That's one word. And I'll get you that black one shipped out to you on Monday.
And they are awesome.
Everybody likes them.
Dreams.
What was that,
Sorry.
Chad?
D just said that it's Catfish and Dreams. Apparently he changed his name or something on here tonight.
Is it? Oh, well, Brandon, you know how to get in touch with me on Facebook. Please do so. I'll get that stuff shipped out to you, buddy. Very cool. So again, I want to say thank you. I want to plug. All right, what do we got on Monday? Catfish Weekly. Tuesday, we got Roger, Muskrat Adventures. Wednesday, we got Patriot James. Thursday's a busy night. We got the Bait Shop with, as a guest, Catfish Weekly with O'Neill. I'm sorry again, O'Neill
Williams.
Oh, Williams.
I thought you were still talking about them clowns.
No, we're done. I try not to talk too much
Didn't
about
even
them.
say our name.
Dockery. I told you I've got the application for the home. I just need your
Chad
signature.
and Dockery.
Majority rules.
I'd like to thank my sponsor in the upper right hand corner, Krampus Canes. I'd like to thank everybody in chat for all your support for the votes and the Golden Whiskers Awards. It's been a great year. I know it's a couple weeks early, but I hopefully got some big things planned for that next couple weeks. I wanted to get this in. So tomorrow, 8 a.m., check out my channel. It should be, quote unquote, and I don't mean to infringe on a name, but it should be pretty epic tomorrow. We're going to have fun. Creole's going to kick some butt. We're going to have fun talking to him while he does. So 8 a.m. Flathead time. Did I miss anything? Of course, there's Creo on, not Creo, I'm sorry. There's Palmetto on Sundays, and there's also Mike Bumper Greenwell on Saturday nights now at 7 p.m. Standard Time. Everybody else, and Stan Fishes Sundays, right? Still? Yeah, Stan. I didn't see him in here, but check Stan out. Chrissy Brown, welcome to the chat. Thank you, everybody. We're going to say goodnight. Say goodnight, everybody.
Good night,
everybody.
Thank you for a wonderful year, guys, from all three and everybody that's here.
Absolutely.
All right, bye-bye.